Manhattan was silent. No traffic, no voices, just wind echoing through empty streets. What you saw on screen was not just science fiction, it was built from danger, obsession, and secrets Hollywood never planned to reveal. Welcome to Movixa. Here are 10 weird facts about Escape from New York that only came out decades later. Fact 10. Kurt Russell says this was his most honest role. Kurt Russell once admitted something shocking. Out of every film I've made, this is the one I love the most. At the time, Russell was still trapped in his Disney image. Hollywood did not trust him as an anti-hero. But Snake Plissken changed everything. Snake barely speaks. He does not explain himself. He does not ask for sympathy. Russell fought to keep Snake cold, silent, and detached, even refusing moments that made the character too likable. Snake was not acting. He was a presence. And Russell has never emotionally left that role. Fact 9. Manhattan was actually a tiny model. Adrienne Barbeau once said, "I thought I was standing in a real dead New York." The truth? Most of Manhattan was a miniature model, carefully lit to look massive. Even crazier? That same model was used as the future city in Blade Runner. 2 legendary dystopias, 1 fake city. Fact 8. James Cameron was just the guy in the corner. Before Terminator, Titanic, or Avatar, James Cameron was quietly painting shadows. His job on Escape from New York, matte paintings. No one paid attention to him. But in that dark corner, Cameron learned how light creates emotion, scale, tricks the human eye, fake worlds feel real. Those lessons shaped modern cinema. Fact 7. John Carpenter did not like Maggie. This one is uncomfortable. John Carpenter openly admitted, "I hated the character Maggie. Not because Adrienne Barbeau acted badly, but because she acted too truthfully. Her pauses, her silence, her humanity. Audiences connected with Maggie, and Carpenter feared emotion would weaken his cold, brutal world." Ironically, Maggie became one of the film's most memorable characters. Fact 6. The president's fear was real. Donald Pleasence did not imagine captivity. He lived it. During World War ID, Pleasence was a real prisoner of war. So when he played the kidnapped president, he avoided panic. No screaming, no begging, just emptiness. That was not acting, it was memory. Fact 5. A stunt nearly turned fatal. Oxbaker later confessed that club almost killed me. The spikes were real metal nades. No ciggy, no rubber prop, just a thin wooden board under his clothes. One wrong swing and the film could have ended in tragedy. It survived by luck, not safety. The ending was shot in a garage. Maggie's final scene was not planned. No budget, no set, no time. So Carpenter filmed it in his garage. Cold concrete, handheld camera, no cinematic lighting. The result, one of the most haunting deaths in 80s cinema. Fact 3. A real president's son appears in the film. Blink and you'll miss it. A Secret Service agent aboard Air Force One, played by Stephen Ford. Yes, the son of real US President Gerald Ford. A movie about a kidnapped president featuring a real president's son. You cannot unsee it once you know. Fact 2. Snake meets his real life wife. That woman Snake briefly meets in the street. She was Kurt Russell's real wife, Susan Hubley. It was filmed shortly after she gave birth to their son. On screen, Snake shows no emotion. In real life, that was his family. Cold fiction quietly crossing real life. Fact 1. A movie studio said should never exist for years. Escape from New York was rejected. Too dark, too anti-American, too disturbing. Only after Halloween succeeded did Carpenter gain power. He did not soften the message. He did not change the ending. A script that should not exist survived. And that's why it still feels dangerous today. Escape from New York is not just a movie. It's a miracle built from risk, pain, and rebellion. Which fact shocked you the most? Comment below. Subscribe, and stay with Movixa for more hidden stories Hollywood never wanted you to know.